Yeah, so welcome everybody. Welcome to this particular session, the live market analysis. The New York session, we had a very powerful London session. So yeah, welcome everybody, and let's let me know whether I'm very much audible. Let me know whether I'm audible. Okay, let me know whether I'm audible. Kindly someone confirm whether I'm audible. Right, all right. Audible, am I audible? All right, am I audible? Still waiting for confirmations whether I'm audible. You can hear me? All right, thank you, Rita and Jeru, for confirming that. Welcome to this particular session. Welcome, everybody. I think in the London session we had a very quite good session altogether. And here we are now. This is the New York session. Expecting to see some markets, any opportunities in the markets. Let me share my screen. So this is the morning setup that we had in the London session. We had that the price coming all the way to a level of interest there. So quite a successful one. We were able to see quite some good moves here in the markets. So this is now the New York session. Just a recap of some of the assets that we had looked at. Let's do a quick recap of some of the assets. For instance, before even we do that, let me look these on the 4 time frame. So with gold, what we are seeing is some consolidation in the markets, right? We are still in that consolidation, but when we come to the lower time frames, then we can that's where we try and get some entries, of course, with conservative risk management, right? So let's look at that. So this was a GBP right? The price started pushing on the downside. I was looking for the price coming to this level, but no worries. I'll still hold the same level. I don't rush. This is a Euro USD. It tapped this zone that we had drawn here. We also needed it to push slightly deeper, right? Slightly deeper, maybe into this OB there, to touch the OB. So we still anticipating it to do that, and that's what makes me feel. Though GU moves faster than Euro, but again, let's see what the price gives us. Okay, let's see what the price is going to give us, right? So let's monitor. We keep monitoring that, and we see what is going to unfold here for us this afternoon. Okay. So think we also had looked at GJ. So believe someone was able to take advantage of GJ. We had talked about if price retraces back to this level, the price came there, and we see the price are pushing on the downside. So these are some of the trades we looked in the morning session. So about 24 pips and pushing. So let's see what is going to transpire there. Okay, so let's see. And my target, first of all, is the price coming to these liquidities, right? So, and then from there, we see we might anticipate to see the price continue pushing on the downside, right? So that's what I'm really looking at. That is my anticipation for these particular pair. So let's come back again here, right? Let's come back again here. So this gold. So I'm looking at that scenario there, all right? That kind of a scenario because of these BOS here, all right? Because of that BOS there. So looking at that. So let me see what the price does, because it seems like to break below that region. So let's see from that level why it is maybe to this level. Okay, so just a quick one, gold, dollar. So let's buy gold. I'll be looking at some gold buys, right? I'll be looking at some gold buys from where it is there. Okay, targeting about 100 pips. From where it is, targeting about 100 pips. To this level is about 170, right? It's about 170 pips to this level. Okay, so that's my reasoning behind that. So my entry is at 58.98, right? My entry is at 58.98. So let's see what it unfolds. Actually, it's really pushing. This metal is very volatile. It's already 20 pips up, right? So, but let's monitor that. Don't over leverage. Remember, we said team is not an angel, right? We analysts, you're not angels. You're just predicting, just doing the analysis and looking at how the price is pushing. So far so good. We are looking at 40 pips, about 40 pips in profit from my entry. I said my entry is 58.92, 58.98.12. That's where my entry is. So already 50 pips, about 50 pips up. So let's see how it goes. Targeting 4608.22. So let me show you what I'm targeting. 48. My target is not overall to that point, but I'm targeting just somewhere here. I'll explain the reason why. Right, I'll explain the reason why. 4808.22. Okay, 08.22. So that point, so it has already given some about half of the move for that. You can see the price came all the way about 50 pips. So remember, it's when the New York session is opening up, a lot of spikes here and there. The New York session has just opened up. So let's see what the price is going to give, what the price is going to deliver anyway. So the reason why I'm not really, yes, I know it might come to this point, but remember, we have still not yet gotten the buyers of the day. The price has been consolidating from the Asian session. The London session has not been able to take out the Asian highs or the Asian lows. So we are still within the trading range of the Asia session, right? So the reason why it is very important to mark that, right? The reason why it is very important to note that, and I said don't really be so much aggressive. The price opening up some spikes, we might have some liquidities being grabbed here and there. So that's what I'm anticipating for that, right? So let's see the DXY, how it's really looking like. So this is the dollar index. This is the dollar index. So we have been seeing the price pushing on the downside. Remember, for the dollar index, we want to see the price come to this level to give us some courage to buy, right? So to this level to give us some courage to buy. But what we see here is the price tapping the engulfing, right? Because here you have a bullish engulfing, and then now we are seeing more of price rejection. Okay, so it might reject even from this level and continue pushing higher, or it can come to this level here, because as well here we have an engulfing. It might tap that level and continue pushing, on the downside. Okay, continue pushing, I mean tap, it might come all the way down here and continue pushing higher. So that's what I'm expecting for that. And the moment we start seeing the dollar index being very much strong, then now we might be able to see the price of gold now gaining the momentum to push on the upside. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at for the dollar index. So we might have a push, we might have a pullback on the downside. We might have a pullback on the downside, and then now we see, before we see the price continue pushing higher. Remember, this was a daily level that we broke. This was a daily level that we broke. It was an OB. Also, it's a key level. neckline as well that it broke. So we wanted to see the price push slightly, maybe to this some order blocks here level before we see a push on the downside. If you look at it this way, this is the high and this is the low. So you see price is already in a discount. I mean, it's already in premium to start looking at maybe probably um, um, some selling opportunities. But for me, I would really be keen in terms of looking at the price coming deeper into this particular level. Why? Because we saw the price breaking this level here, retesting it, pushing on the downside, and now it's coming here again. It has broke above this level, so we might see the price push there on the upper side here, right? So we might be able to see that happen. So the reason why it is very important to monitor and see to monitor that and see what the price or what the price is likely to do on that particular point. All right, so let's keep a watch of that. Right, let's keep a watch of that for the dollar index. Okay, so let's keep a watch on that for the dollar index and see what the price is going to give us. All right, so that's it. So we had also done NZD-USD. I think this one we said we might see the price push slightly higher to some levels before we see a push on the downside. Remember, we were talking about these particular zones here. The London high, the Asian high, and the Asian lows. We talked about them. The price being able to break whether the side that it will take. So you can see it has taken out the Asian highs during the London session, and we saw a continuation of that. Price is still pushing higher during the London session, and now the New York session. So we might be able to see the price continue on the upper direction slightly, maybe probably before we witness the price coming to this level for us to sell, because this is the selling point, right? And as much as these the levels, you also need to be wary of the market closing today. So it's more of if you're going to take the price comes to one of the levels that we talked about, especially for the currency pairs. So it's good to treat those levels with a lot of fairness. When I mean a lot of fairness, I mean don't really be all in because of the weekend, right? Don't really be all in because of the weekend. We might see some low price volume before uh, uh, before the price gains momentum, probably maybe on Monday or something of the sort, right? So we had also looked at GBP card, right? GBP card. We had also looked at GBP card. Let's look at that. So yeah, the price didn't really push harder, right? So the price didn't really push harder. We were waiting for the price to come to some levels here. See this level, that's where we were waiting for the price to come to. But the price just came to around this particular zone here, okay, to around this particular level there. Then we are seeing a push on the downside. So what happens in case the price doesn't come to these levels? So this is where patient is, either you wait for the price to do that, or we wait and see once the price takes out these liquidities here, right? Once the price takes out those liquidities, okay, so we might it might be able to give us the continuation of the trend there, and then now we look at something like this. That's how you can be able to take some re-entries for these particular setups, right? Because our key goal was the price to come to this level, but now in case it breaks down here, it will have changed the structure in a whole sort, right? It will have changed the structure now again, and meaning that now we'll be pushing down all the way. You see these levels here, we'll be now looking at some selling opportunities from this zone here, right? From this zone here, and now anticipating the price to come all the way to this 1 hour level, right? We have a level here on the 1 hour time frame. That's where we'll be looking at the price come to. So in case it gives us this kind of a structure, that is how you can be able to look at it and be able to take the counter. I mean, not a counter, but a position from this, because initially we wanted the price to pull back to this level. We take a trade all the way down to these liquidities here. That was the initial plan for entering this trade. But now, because of that, because of what the price seems to give us here, that is in case it breaks below this level, because there is still a possibility of the price pushing up. Remember, here we have a BOS here. Price might come back to this level, and then we see price shooting up, giving us more of a double bottom, and then we see the prices continue to push higher. So that is significant for us to be able to understand, or for us to be able to understand that and see what the price is going to do. Okay. So for gold, I can see the price has really it has violated the zone, right? So it has violated the zone. Very strong pushes on the downside. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see what's happening here. It gave us 50 pips and then pushed up, pushed on the downside. So remember, this is where we have the liquidities, right? This is where we have the liquidities for today. That is the Asian lows around that particular point. That's why we have the Asian lows there. So let's see how the price is going to do to that level before we take a trade. Let me mark those Asian lows, right? Let me mark those Asian lows. So these are the Asian lows, right? Let's see the kind of structure that the price is going to create here, right? It might tap into this level. It might tap into that level, because like we said, this is a key level here. It's a buying point as well, somewhere we can be able to look at in terms of buying positions. So let's see what transpires. Let's see what transpires. Still anticipating the price to respect those levels. I mean, to react onto those particular levels. So this level is about, let me see, it's about 50.74 thereabout, right? 20.45.74 thereabout. Remember, like I said, the price has been in consolidation. This is the entire of the consolidation zone, right? So for now, let's see what is going to transpire there. So we can do away with this. You see now the essence why I usually talk about taking partials and putting your stop loss at break even, because it that setup has given us, I think, about how many pips? About 51 pips, and then the price has retraced, right, from the time we took that trade. Let me show you from my entry here. Around that particular point to the high, it has pushed there about 56 pips thereabout, and then it starts pushing on the upper direction. So it's very significant to do the partial things, right? It's very significant to do the partial things so as to avoid these kind of scenarios. Okay, so let's monitor that Asian low. Let's monitor that Asian low, which has been taken out, right? Which has been taken out. Right, the Asian low here has been taken out. That's why we have the Asian low, and we see how the price is going to close. Right, we see how the price is going to close that particular candlestick, how it's going to close for us. Right, so let's monitor that and see. Let's monitor that and see. Okay, let's monitor that and see. Remember, like we said, on these bigger time frames, if it breaks this level, we are going to see more bearish prices, right? You're going to see more bearish prices if it breaks that level. But I want to see some rejection around that particular zone. Okay, I want to see some rejections around that particular zone. So let's monitor keenly. All right, let's monitor what the price does. We have about how many minutes? About 9 minutes for the 50 minutes candle to close, so that we can be able to see, so that we can be able to project the buyers or what the price is likely to give us next, right? So let's monitor that. Okay, as we monitor, let's see GBP USD really pushing on the downside. But today we didn't have any news, only at 1 p.m. for GBP. The governor speaking there. Euro USD. So it's pushing on the downside. So yeah. So let's monitor these and see. I'm anticipating some rejections. Personally, I'm looking at some rejection of prices from this particular point. This has been the consolidation level. And from this consolidation level, some point here, we also have this engulfing. See, these 15 minutes engulfing level. Okay. That 15 minutes engulfing level. So let's see how the price plays around that particular point. It's just a matter of patience. So I can delete this, can delete that, but let these remain here. Let these remain here because this is an order block. Yeah, that's an order block that has been violated. So now when you look on the 5 minutes time frame, what you are seeing here is the price closing below this particular point, right? Closing below this particular level. So we might be able to see the price push back again to these levels, right? We might be able to see the price push back again to these levels. But now, because of the aspect of consolidation, because you're seeing more of a price consolidating on those particular zones, because of that, we might not. I might not really be looking at selling from the breaker block, right? Because of the consolidation, and we are seeing the prices coming to the levels of the downside of this level of consolidation here. So it's just a matter of being patient and see how the price, the kind of moves that we might get here, right? Looking at the kind of moves that we might get here. So let's monitor. Let's monitor that. Okay, you can see we have a lot of rejection from that level. See how the price is really pushing up from that particular zone. Yeah, so that was more of like the London liquidity grab, right? So you see how the price is really pushing up. So how many minutes to the 15 minutes candle? About 5 more minutes to the 15 minutes candle, right? So about that, let's see how the candle is going to close like. Right, so let's monitor that and see how the candle is going to close like. Let's monitor that, because what I'm looking at is this. This is the high. This is the high, and this is the low, right? So this level is falling between premium and discount. Some part of it is in discount, some part of it is in premium. So the reason why I said it's really quite a bit a level not really be so much jump into looking at some entries there, right? So let's monitor that and see. So I'll have something here, something like that. That's the OB because of these breaker block here. I mean, because of these BOS here. So just let's monitor. I'll show you. I'm thinking of I'll tell you the best area to look at some potential buys. Just hold on. Let's see how the price closes above those levels. It's just being patient. Okay, ni kuwa watulivu tulituli. Right, so let's monitor that. Let's see how it goes. How is Euro USD doing? Euro USD, Euro USD seems to, let me go on 1 hour time frame. Euro USD, it's not something to look on the lower time frame. So I'm still anticipating the price to come to this level for Euro USD. This zone here, about 1.16261. I'm still anticipating price to push up to that particular level. Right, I'm still anticipating the price to come to push up to that particular level. So let's see, this level is the selling zone, 1.16261. The same thing I'm looking for GU. I'm looking at the price coming to about this level, 1.34 267 for some potential sales. Right, that's the level we are looking at, aligning very well on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, yeah, so let's see what pans out. Let's see what pans out. Let's see what pans out here. Okay, so let's go back to gold because we really want to get some opportunities here. I want to see it close above this level. If it closes above this level, then it will be a good point to look at some opportunities. Let's see. The medium term gold is stronger than USD, right? So this is just some liquidity hands here and there. So short term, this is stronger than that, right? So let's monitor. Let's come back again here and see. Let's see what is really happening here. Remember, I still have some other liquidities resting here. So the reason why I'm not really hesitant until I see what the price really does. It might take out these liquidities, and then now we see the price tapping to this level. It's the level that the price has really been consolidating into. So let's check on that. Okay. So 1 minute for the 15 minutes candle. So the moment the 15 minutes candle closes below this level, then it will confirm to us that price might push on the downside. Then it traces to some levels here, and then we see more sales. So the price can take out these liquidities, push up, come to this level, and now we see the price continuing on the downside. Okay, so that is the kind of confirmation that I am here looking at, or the kind of confirmation that I want to see before maybe probably taking the next trade. You can see the momentum, right? You can see the momentum there, quite some momentum. Right, quite some momentum, but let's see how things pan out. When I see a pair or something dropping with that kind of momentum, it really gives me some motivation. You know, the motivation is that the way it is falling, it is the same way it will push up. Okay, because when you look at here, what I'm enjoying to see here is this imbalance here, meaning it's the same way that the price is. We are going to see that push, the price coming all the way, feeling some imbalances here, right? So that's the kind of things I look at into the market, because it has to rebalance. See here, we had that imbalance. The price pushed up to balance. Okay, you see these kind of scenarios. So that's what I am really looking at. That's what I'm really anticipating to see the price give me. Okay, so let's check on that. Let's see how it's going to pan out. I know the 15 minutes candle has already closed below that zone, so meaning that today's buyers is bearish. All right, only that it has come late in the London session. Today's buyers should be bearish at least. But now, with how the price has closed out here, we might be able to see the price pull back again to this level, some levels here before we see some pushes on the downside, right? So let's see. We might not have time to wait for the price to come to these levels, but let's see, because I'm planning to end these at 5. We have some more 30 minutes, so let's just see what the price is going to do. You can see how it's really pushing up vigorously. Okay, so let's see. Okay, yeah, GBP, JPY, yes, it tapped up the level. It tapped the level. You can see it actually tapped the level and pushed down about from this level. It tapped that level and pushed down about that 5 pips, almost to these lows here, about 50 pips. So it's still trying to push down again. So let's see what is going to transpire here as well. But I'm still anticipating that push on the downside for GJ, right? I'm still anticipating that push on the downside for GJ. We had done USD JPY. So USD JPY is still gallivanting here within this level. Higher chances that we're going to witness a break above, below this level, and then now we position ourselves in terms of sales, right? Once we see a break below that level, we position ourselves in terms of sales opportunities, maybe probably to some point here. But let's see. That is not really confirmed until we have a breakout, right? Once we see that breakout happening, that is what is going to confirm to us that indeed, yes, we can position for sales. But right now, we are still within this level. The reason why I'm not saying we put some more buys here, it's because it has tested this level coming again for the second time. So when it does that, sometimes it can break above the zone. Okay, sometimes it can break below the zone. But let's just monitor and see. Let me put my phone on. Yeah, so let's monitor that. So you can see for Zhou still pushing higher, right? So it's still pushing higher. Still pushing higher. That was just the run on liquidities. So let me see that. Okay. See how we can be able to position ourselves. Let's see how we can be able to position ourselves. Okay. About 57 seconds. About 57 seconds or so. Let's see. It has really tested us patient. I think we rushed in when the markets open immediately, but no worries. It happens anyway. All right, it happens. But again, we ought to have taken partials because it gave us about 56 pips with the target that I had for about 100 pips. Okay. So let's see that. What is happening here? This is on the short term. All right. So now the 5 minutes candlestick, it has not closed above that zone, right? So we have to be patient because that is what is going to determine whether you're going to take some buys here. That is what it's going to determine. So we still haven't seen a breakout yet, a break above. You can see this strong candle here, very strong bullish candle, right? A very strong bullish candle. You see the price pushing there up, right? What is happening with my MetaTrader 5? It's hanging. All right. The price is a little pushing up. No problem. Let it push up. We'll still look for entries around this level. No problem. If it comes to this level, we still look for entries. Okay. Sylvester is here. This is Sylvester. You can see Sylvester as well come all the way down to this level. All right, Sylvester has come all the way down to this level. So I think for Sylvester you can take some. Let me see first. All right, let me see for Sylvester. Yeah, let's be patient kidogo for Sylvester as well. Because the price is coming all the way to this level, taking out the Asian lows, so it might retrace, come back to this, and then we see some more push on the downside. All right, so let's be a little bit patient with Sylvester. All right, let's be a little bit patient with Sylvester. Okay. This level, remember, it has already been tested here, so the second time retest is not really high probability. Okay, so this retest here is not really high probability. See this one here, it's not really high probability. So let's see. So this other one, we are going to align it that way, the price to come to some levels there, right? Then we see some push on the upper direction. So let's see that. Let's see for gold here. I'm really monitoring this animal. Let's see what it does. Hi Petro, how are you? How are you? Can see no much questions here. Yeah. The price are pushing up. Let's see. Let's see. I'm really want to time for some good vibes, some good entries here for this pair. Just a minute. We see. So we're seeing some rejection. We are waiting, Rita. We are waiting to see how the price is going to react. Right. So we're just waiting to see it. Right. We are just waiting to see. We're just waiting to see how the price is going to react. Right. Hatujanyamaza kwa ubaya, Rita. Hatujanyamaza kwa ubaya. I'm just monitoring this gold. All right, so just monitoring. It seems I really want the price to break above this level, but now let's see what the price is going to give us. I wanted to see a break above this level. It's about some 5 seconds to a new candle. It has not yet been able to break above that level. Okay, so but when the price comes to this point, that's where we'll be looking for selling opportunities here. And I've backed the reason for sales around that particular point, basically because of the price having closed below the Asian session. Let me delete this Asian setup that we had so that we can be able to see price. We had that London session that hit TP. Okay, so let's check that. Let's check that. So if it refuses to break above, then once I think some other levels to look at some buying opportunities is when the price comes to these levels. See, because these has been the consolidating levels, right around this zone. But let's be patient. We see. Just be patient. We see. We see. We see. We see. Okay, let's be patient. We see what the price is going to do. All right. In the meantime, maybe probably can anyone with any other pair, you can suggest we look at it. It's really pushing up again. Let's see what's going to pan out. About 2 minutes. Can see there is some quite bit of rejection from that level. So let's wait. Let's wait. Let's wait. Let's wait. So let's wait. Let's wait. Trading is a game of patience, right? It's a game of patience. Waiting to see a breakout there. Just a minute. USD CHF. USD CHF. So this is a USD CHF. Okay, this is a USD CHF. I think there was some time I had analyzed these, looking the price to come here, then to drop. I don't know when was that. I don't know, but there was a time I had analyzed that. So I'm also looking at gold so that it doesn't leave us. Right, I'm trying to monitor gold so that it doesn't leave us. So we see the price coming to this level. It's a key level on the daily. We see the rejection there from this particular point. I don't know those who have been holding these umekuwa positions, USDCHF sells, buys. So I think it should have been in a position to hit TPs or something, such kind of stuff. So yeah. So let's look at that. Just a minute. I'm trying to monitor gold. I'll come to USDCHF. We'll analyze it properly. For me, these are the levels that I will be looking at in terms of taking profits. This level, right, where the price came at. So for now, not unless we have the price retrace and now again to a key level to look at some selling opportunities. Right, I mean to look at some buying opportunities. Okay, so because you can see this level here, right? So that was a very key level. Again, look at this, right? Look at that. So I believe you guys took profits. You're able to take profits, and yeah, you're enjoying your hustle. So I anticipate to see some quite push on the downside before anticipating a push on the upper direction. Okay, all right. So because you can see when you look at the structure here on the 4-hour time frame, think the key point of interest. This is a very key level of interest. We might see the price pulling all the way down again to this level before looking at some buying opportunities, right? Before looking at some buying opportunities. So let's see this. So if it's where it is at the moment, you cannot even enter sales because it already tapped the level and pushing down some good number of pips. So let's just monitor, maybe in case of a retracement to that level or something of the sort. Okay. So let me look at gold here. So let's go back to gold. See that rejection, man. Let it come back again to this zone. Then we are going to try for the second time. Right. Yeah. Yeah, let it come back again to that level. We try for the second time. That's 15 minutes engulfing, right? 15 minutes this level here. It's also the 1 hour engulfing around 54. It's 54 what? 54.95 thereabout. Okay, so let's see how the price is going to pull to that level. Oops, it's still pushing higher bana. Inaweza tuacha, but let's just be patient. I don't really like jumping into trades, so let's wait and see. Let me open a different window here and monitor that. So this under, this should be under. Let me monitor it and see. So let's look at AUD USD. AUD USD. AUD USD really pushing on the downside, right? We see that level of price. So what I'll be looking for AUD USD, first of all, I'll be looking, these are key level to look at. The moment we see a break below that level, then we are likely to see more bullish prices. Okay, we are likely to see more bullish prices. Once price breaks above that level, we are likely to see more bullish prices, more bearish prices. I mean, the price is dropping all the way to this level. Okay, so and if you look at it probably on the daily time frame, you are going to see something like this, right? You're going to see something like that. All right, the head and shoulder pattern. So we wait for the breakout there, and then now we look for some selling opportunities, right? When you come to the 4-hour time frame, so like I said, we wait for the price to drop to these levels, right, to break out, and then we look for some sells. Okay, because from where it was at this particular point, I think a good entry could have come along these levels, right? Around these scenarios here, around these levels. That's why you could have gotten a very nice entry here, expecting the price now to continue pushing on the downside. So from these, what we have here is this kind of a scenario. All right, so we wait for that. Once that 1 hour candle closes, gives a BOS, right? Then we'll be looking at more of sales. I mean, a retracement and the price coming back to this level. We look at some sales because it has already taken out the Asian highs, right? The Asian lows. So meaning that we're gonna be bearish. The buyer's gonna be bearish, right? And then now we see the price pushing. Once it comes to this level, we're gonna see the price probably pushing on the downside. See, this is the 1 hour level. Okay, this is the 1 hour level. So some of these maybe probably might materialize tomorrow. I mean on Monday. These zones here might materialize on Monday. The price can come to that level, right? So let's monitor that and see what the price is going to give us, right? We see what the price is going to give us. All right. Euro AUD. Euro AUD. We had made a lot of analysis here, drawings. I think I was teaching here. So Euro AUD has been bearish. It has been quite bearish. It has been quite bearish. This is the daily time frame. Some liquidity is there. Right, that's where the price is likely to come to. Because we have this daily level. This is the daily OB. So we still have the potential of the price coming to this level. See, when the price is pushing up here, what we have here is an engulfing zone, right? We have an engulfing zone. Okay, we have an engulfing zone there. I'm just also monitoring gold. We have an engulfing zone there. When you come to the 4 hour time frame, you can see it's also a key level of interest around this particular level. So what I'm trying to insinuate is, in case we're gonna see a pullback to this level, then we're gonna have more of entries, because this liquidity, we have some liquidities here, very obvious liquidities that has not been taken out, and below that we also have some liquidities here. These are the liquidities that we are looking at, right? These are the liquidities that we are looking at. So a retracement to this point will give me some sentiments in terms of sales, right? So the price coming back to this level will give me some sentiments for sales, because you can see it's quite very significant structure from the 4 hour time frame, from the 5 minutes time frame. I mean, from the 4 hour time frame, from the daily, and also in the 1 hour time frame, right? So let's see what the price is going to do to that. So as long as it's below this level, we are looking at some bearish sentiments, right? Some bearish sentiments. So this is the Habu. Still you can see the hourly candle. Let's see how things gonna unfold, because we have about 6 minutes or so for the next candle to close. And my anticipation, I want the price to come back to this level, right? So that you can be able to look at some buying opportunities. Okay. I want the price to come about this level. The dollar rose to 99. Could this be the reason gold went down? Yeah, maybe it could be one of the reason. But it could be one of the reason. It could be maybe one of the reasons, because this, if you look at this level, let me go to the 4 time frame, because I always analyze this from the 4 time frame. We had this BOS here, and we have this order block here. So my anticipation is the price coming for the dollar index coming to this level before we see a push on the upper direction. But we still see a level here, an engulfing level as well. If you come to the lower time frames, you realize that this itself, it's a BOS by itself, that point. Then we have this OB, the price coming to that. Okay, so maybe it could be one of the reasons why that Okay, but of course, we know it was the opening of the New York session. Again, we saw those abrupt moves of the prices. Again, it was maybe the price giving us half of the target, 56 out of 100. It was good enough to take some partials, right? The reason why I always emphasize on partials. So let's see. So let's wait and see how that 1 hour candle is going to close. Then we make the decision. This is the level that we want to see the price come to, and then we look at some potential buys. But we still have another level here on the 5 minutes time frame that can be able to give us some potential sales. This is an order block on the 5 minutes time frame. So on the price to come here, then buy to this level. Okay. No, it's really pushing. It's really pushing up. Let's see. Once that 1 hour candle closes, and then we see the trajectory. Yeah, I don't see any comments. Yeah, let's see. So you see the consolidation, like I said, even in the New York session, in the London trading, I mentioned about price consolidating. So talked about that. So price coming almost down to these levels. Only that there was no point of interest for me below this point. So I couldn't just jump in because the price has come to that level. Okay, I have to wait and see. About 2 minutes. You can see becoming very bullish. Okay, about some 1 minutes. About some 1 minutes. About some 1 minutes. Yeah. So we are waiting. We're just waiting. We are waiting. We are waiting. We are waiting. Okay, we are waiting. So 1 hour candle, dragonfly doji. meaning that we might anticipate more bullish prices, maybe to this level. Okay, but for me, I just want a retracement, a push back slightly back to this level. Then now we can be able to take some buys to see whether the price is going to push to the levels that we anticipate, because from this level here to this level is about 175 pips thereabout. Okay, so let's see whether the price is going to give us that retracement. See, it's trying to push on the downside. Let's see. Let's keep monitoring that. Let's monitor and see. GJ pushing strong. Right, GJ pushing strong. Let me show you. This is what you are looking at. That's level. So GJ is pushing strong. USD JPY trying to break. Right, USD JPY is trying to break that level. So let's see. So let's see. I really need to wind up so that I can get going. Let's discuss this such that in case maybe probably price doesn't come to those levels. So this level here, see, this is the 15 minutes level. The reason why it's a really high probability level, it's because of that BOS and the price coming back. I think I'd use the 5 minutes time frame and the price being able to come back again to this zone. So it will give us an entry here. And here we are looking at just 100 pips, right? 100 pips from this level. It's about this point here, right? It's about somewhere there. Risk to reward ratio of 1:2, thereabout. So that's why we'll be looking at some potential selling opportunities, right? A break above this level will also give us some buying opportunities to this other level, which is the consolidating zone. So here we'll also be looking for about 100 pips. Again, considering, about 100 pips to this particular point. So in case it breaks up on the upper direction, so that's what we'll be looking at. So that's what we'll be looking at. Okay. So in case the price comes all the way down to these levels, what we'll be looking at is some potential, whether we are going to see some potential rejection of prices, right? Because you can see this level here, the price has really been undermined, breaking a bar below this particular zone, right? The price has really struggled to break below these that zone. You can say that is the consolidation zone that you're talking about. Okay, so that's how we gonna position ourselves. Maybe probably I might alert when we, in case I get it, though I'll be on transit going home. but keep monitoring that. So you see, it has really refused to come back to this point. So, and I can't really force it to come to that level, right? So that's what we are looking at, right? So that's what we are looking at for gold, brother. Someone is telling me, bro, gold, please. So that's what I'm really looking at for gold. So let's see what transpires. Seems price are very, 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 very bullish. Okay, right. So let's see that. I was looking for the price coming here to buy, but now the price is really pushing harder anyway. So maybe probably some points here will give us some uh, potential selling opportunities, right? So I think we will monitor that, guys, because of the aspect of time. It'll allow me to wind up. Like I said, I'll be doing more of these sessions. We'll be doing more of these sessions together this year, because again, the reason it's again trying to build the confidence, right? Trying to build the confidence because you realize that most of the traders, they know how to go about it, but yet they are not really confident in terms of maybe executing those trades. So we're gonna still do something. I'm gonna still be doing some of these kind of things. Okay. So thank you, team. I still made something, so I'm grateful. Have a blessed weekend. Okay, thank you. If you made something, thank you so much. If you made something, so yeah, thank you. I also appreciate. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Okay. So thank you, team, for your time and heart of giving. Thank you so much, Zoe. This should be Honey. Sama Honey. Yeah, I'm really getting also your nicknames or your other names. So I also appreciate. Thank you so much. Have yourself wonderful weekends and see you next week. All right. See you next week. So thank you and bye bye.